All right, Mark Shea. Whoa. Already. How fast? Whoa, how fast was he going? Motorcycle crash due to uneven pavement and construction. See, that's one thing is to like start the video the moment he crashes. All right, we got to take a look at this one. How did this happen? We're going to go frame by frame. We were passing. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. We were in the right lane. Come on, bro. Show the whole footage. Come on, Moto Stars. We were in the right lane. And just like we talk about when it comes to the open lane pattern, we took that open lane. We took it. And we were speeding. I don't know if he checks his mirrors or whatever, but you know, that's usually what our problem is. We get merged into. But we accelerated through a construction zone with uneven pavement. Yeah, there's the construction pylons. So uneven pavement, there it is. With accelerate, he was already crashing. So maybe he like lost traction somewhere, or he hit an uneven pavement passing somebody. Got a little bit of that speed wobble. Okay, a little death wobble. Suspension's not doing too well, and we hit the ground. Now, let's say okay, the gear got shredded. The gear got shredded, but look at where he impacted. Okay, so his right side. Okay, you got his legs too. Right side of this is motorcycle gear too. This is textile. It might be old. Who knows? It might be just doing its job. I just never seen anything shredded like that. Like just shredded. Look at that. Is that speed and strength? No. I don't know what kind of brand that is, but that is motorcycle specific gear. It almost looks like my old jacket. That right there is designed. That's the abrasion resistance. And that's how quick of a crash it was. Boom, just shredded. Imagine if that was your skin. Oof. This is why you get gear, guys. This is why being a smart rider, we follow the smart rider principles here. You know, as a smart rider, we are seeking out, we are maintaining, we are acquiring gear, we are rescuing other people, we are teaching and mentoring others. And this right here, this is the exact reason why we get gear. You never know. If the whole thing was like motorcycle crash due to uneven pavement and construction, okay, cool. You did absolutely everything perfect, but you still crashed. And this is why we have gear just in case. So, man, that could have been his skin. All right, everybody, we're going to be jumping into this one. This is already. What do you think is going to happen? We already talked about this on Sunday. So let's go ahead and take a quick look. Let's get me out of here.
Was really lucky that
all right, Moto Stars.
The opposite lane was driving slow and managed to react in time.
Okay.
It all ended harmlessly.
Ooh, a little bit too wide into the guardrail. What are we going to do? Well, we could rescue. We could definitely rescue. But the thing is, we're going to talk about what happened in the first place, because the point of rescuing, okay, so right here, rescues injured motorcyclists with medical training, that's down here. That's not here. It's not the beginning. It's not the first principle. The first principle, bring it back up on the board, is to seek, recognize, and understand hazardous situations. What is this? What is this right here? We need to seek this sign out. We need to understand what it means. Okay, this is 15 miles per hour recommended. This right here tells you what kind of turn it is. Slow it down. Slow it down a little bit. Okay, everybody, slow it down. Part of planning a ride, which is what we're going to focus on this video right here, is position for safety. Okay, locate hazardous situations. Okay, assess relevant threats. Are you the relevant threat? Are you going too fast? Think about it. Okay, navigate around it. Okay, the car's coming up. That's not the problem. We went too wide. So you're the problem. How do we navigate the active threat of you? Rolling off the throttle, progressive braking, slow it down before the turn, do slow look, press and roll. Come on, guys. It's a beginner skill for a reason.
Biker in the front was really lucky.
Even another situation where it says slow it down. Okay, we talked about this kind of yesterday when it comes to the group ride mentality. The leader kind of sets the pace. Who's responsible for your safety? You're responsible. Can't blame the leader. Can't blame pretty much anybody other than your speed. But at the same time, the leader needs to be setting the pace for the beginner rider as best as you possibly can. Learn from it yourself as a leadership position. And the person that crashed should learn what they did wrong too. Okay, everyone can learn something in a situation like this.
The driver from the opposite lane was driving slow and managed.
Okay, so we see the guy up front kind of getting some really good body angle right here, and we got our buddy right here trying to do the same thing. It's a sharp right turn. Now, what happens typically when we go wide? We're just going too fast. So think about it. We're going too fast through a corner. This is like a nice U-turn, nice little decreasing radius pretty much, but a nice U-turn in a corner. If we're going wide, we're going too fast. So if we want to go more narrow, we need to go slower, right? So if you want to make a narrower turn, you should probably go slower. Yeah. So it's a lot easier to enter a turn like this, especially when you have signage and things on the ground that's saying, hey, you should slow down. We should already be slowing down here. Okay. I would go pretty slow right here. We're still going kind of slow, still going a little slow. Don't worry about the guy crashing, but I'm still kind of going slow. The moment I see this part right here, I want to see this. My marker disappeared. I want to see this before accelerated. Okay. Not back here. Not back here. So I'm not accelerating right now. I want to make sure I'm still slowing down. Okay, now it's like maintenance speed at this point. It's just kind of maintenance speed. I'm not going super fast, and I see the exit. Now I'm going to accelerate out. Okay, what happened here is that we're going a little too fast into the corner in the first place, and then we just did maintenance speed. So it's all about a judgment call. We're all going to learn what we need to do better. But here's the thing. If you go too slow at the beginning, it's a lot better than going too fast. Okay, you can always add a little bit more speed. So right here is going a little bit too wide. Started to panic, cross that line. Oh, crap, there's a vehicle coming. He tries to stand it up and apply some brakes. You see him a little fishtail. He lost traction because he slammed it. A little bit of a panic. And then we hit the guardrail, and then we crashed. Now, we almost followed him. And I say we because the rider with the camera. We almost followed him across the double line into the side of this vehicle, the Suburban, and could easily die. So now at this point, what we need to be doing is rescuing our buddy because he wasn't paying attention. But at the end of the day, what is it that we should have been doing? Planning our ride a little bit better. Position for safety, locate the hazards. You know, it's a corner. We saw the signs. We saw all the indicators that this is going to be a corner that you should be going slow on. And we need to assess if we are the threat, if there's a car that's a threat, is there a pothole that's a threat, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, when it comes to who crashes and how they crash and why they crash, it's mainly rider error and too fast. So think about that. So slow it down before you do that. And if you want to practice just those speed turns, we're going to go out in the parking lot. We're actually going to be doing the... Shoot, what are we going to do? We're going to do the dizzy bike or the boxer's glove? What are we going to do? Either way, one of these. Let's just go out there and play. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, we're going to get into something a little more complicated. It looks pretty crazy up on the board. I'm going to stand over here so we can put it right here. The dizzy bike, okay, so lots of right-handed U-turns, okay, lots of them. They're basically loops. So if you really want to kind of boil it down even more, you're doing loops around 2 cones every single time on every single corner. We're going to do it slow, and then we're going to do it quick. Here we go. This is a lot of fun when it comes to that right-handed. You're practicing because it's the throttle control. Okay, throttle control. So here we go, going around those cones, setting up, go around these 2 cones, look where you want to go. Now we're over here, now we're going to go around these 2 cones. So you're really practicing that throttle control because your right hand is giving a little bit of weight on those handlebars and it kind of screw you up. So one thing I like to do is really grip that tank with your legs. Okay, now we're going to exit out. There it is. Yeah, let's see if we stay upright. So here we go. I'm going to utilize the brake so stay more upright. Using a wider stance, so like a wider arc. So go nice and wide, but you still got to get that handlebar turn. You still got to get that head and eye movement. Keep your head and chest up, kind of like you're puffing your chest out. You see how my head is staying here? It's not going like this. It's once I look, I'm looking the whole time. I'm almost looking at these cones right here. Yeah, I'm looking at that cone, now I'm looking over here. Always looking for my exit. So this one, I'm going to give it my go. So with those principles in place where I need to have my head looking, I have to make sure I'm gripping the tank with my legs and I'm not applying a ton of pressure on that throttle because it's going to make me go crazy, right? Now I'm going to just kind of go a little bit faster, a little bit more body angle, a little bit more head and eye movement, a little bit more, 1% more, 1% more, 1% more. There we go. So think about that. So here we go. We're going to go through. Let's do a little bit 1% more. So look, maybe 1% more throttle, maybe a little bit more smoother. Give it a little bit here. Slow it down a little bit with the rear brake. A little bit more handlebar turn. Okay, go around here. Once again, a little bit more handlebar turn. Knees against the tank. Okay, here we go. A little bit more handlebar turn. A little bit of rear brake. A little bit wide there. That's not too bad. 1% better. That's all we're trying. 26.64. Now, here's the thing. You can get the drill booklet. You get the booklet right there. You can kind of look at it. But if you join the MTC Rider Academy, we do have the drills there. And you can put them on your phone. So, helps out quite a bit when I have it on my quad lock here. But we're gonna head inside. I gotta ship these out. You guys keep buying them. Hope you guys are practicing. Get better than 26. The main thing here, once again, head and eye movement. I'll see you soon. All right, what makes an experienced motorcycle rider? We just got done with the parking lot, and that actually helps you out quite a bit. We gotta do some packages here, but time and practice is gonna be the number one. Okay, number one, time and practice. What makes an experienced rider? Well, you have to actually have some time in the saddle, and then you also have to practice. Now, practice doesn't make perfect, but it makes it good. So practice basically instills habits. Now, you can practice bad habits, you can be good at bad habits. If that makes sense. So you wanna make sure you don't do that. So you go out in the parking lot and you train with the Smart Rider drills, which, by the way, the digital version of this is only $2.50, so it's 75% off. You might wanna check it out. But yeah, time and practice. You know, you want to practice your skills. You want to put a lot of miles on your bike. And then here's the thing that nobody really talks about. It's not just miles on your bike, because you can have somebody that goes 30,000 miles in a year, but they've put all of it when it was sunny. Sunny and dry. Sunny, easy, whatever. But it's a lot of miles, right? But it's just always sunny and dry. And then you have those people that are like, you know what? I'm going to go out there purposefully. It's raining right now. Typically I don't ride, but I haven't ridden in the rain in a while, and this is a great opportunity to practice, to kind of get myself wet, to get myself in a position where I might lose a little traction here, but I understand it going into it. Hey, it's raining. What do I have? What factors do I have? I have road surface hazards, maybe oil. My tires are good. I'm glad, you know, all these different things. And you go out there and practice and you're like, hey, it's not that bad. So you get some more confidence. So as an experienced rider, actively trying to find new learning opportunities. Let me know in the comments if you actually go out there and practice when all of a sudden weather kind of changes on you. Knowledge and understanding, it kind of goes with it. So let me get these cones, let me get this stuff here. Knowledge and understanding, it plays along with it. So when you're out there and you're like, hey, it's raining, okay, what do? Well, I have the knowledge to handle it. I have the understanding of what I should be doing in the first place. You know, easy on the throttle, easy on the braking, easy on the turning, so it's nice and smooth. We're not going crazy. That means we have to slow our speed before we get to a stop, definitely before we get to a turn, and we don't accelerate super hard. So make sure you guys are actually going out there and practicing. It is a perishable skill. You want to go have that skill set maintained. Like I said, get the drill booklet and go and do that yourself, but that's one of the big ones. Now here's the really big one that makes an experienced rider. Just straight up confidence. Not ego, confidence. Confidence is going to be a big one. So how do you get confidence? It really comes down to you make sure that you practice. It's as simple as that. You practice, you get better at your skills, you validate your own skill set, and how you validate it is that when you do, let's say one of these drills, okay, so you're going out there and you're practicing, and let's say you're really good at the moderates. So you go out in the moderate, and you're doing a triple threat right here, the triple threat. Maybe the first time you did it, couldn't even pay attention, couldn't even remember this. And this is why we have the phone-friendly version on the Academy, so you can just have it on the phone dash. But maybe you got to memorize it, so you got to get a little bit better. Okay, so memorizing it, but then you're making these turns. Hey, you kind of screwed up on these turns right here, the first few turns. And you have to keep redoing it until the point where you've done it like maybe 10, 20 times. Who knows? I don't know how long it's going to take you. But then you get it. And then you get it again. And you get it again and again and again and again. And then you just get faster and faster and faster. You're like, I'm going to do it slower. Either way, at the end of the day, you're validating your own skill set. And once you validate it, I finished it. I went from not knowing how to do it to completely doing it. Your confidence gets boosted. What's the next challenge? And that's really what it is. Challenging yourself will build that confidence. And when you're confident, you start having more control of things. Definitely more control. You're confident in your skills in an emergency situation, you're gonna be more control in an emergency situation. If you're not confident when somebody cuts their finger and is bleeding everywhere, the way to get confident is knowing where to put the Band-Aid or where to put the tourniquet. So that's one of those things. What makes an experienced motorcycle rider? Confidence, time and practice, knowledge and understanding. Make sure you guys go out there and practice, all right? I'll see you guys soon.